announcement has been paid for by the Rated R Wrestling Podcast.
Rated R Wrestling Podcast. Go! Uncensored and unapologetic. Rated R Wrestling starts now.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Why aren't you doing it?
Am I supposed to? Hey, yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Hi,
You'll
everyone.
eventually get it.
Welcome to episode 11 of the Rated R Wrestling Podcast. I am Aaron, a.k.a. Stud Muffin Supreme.
I'm Michael the motherfucker.
And I'm Ashley, Michael's wife.
That's her wife. Well, his wife.
My wife.
All right. Thanks, guys. This is Tuesday, but December 21st, 2025. We are 4 days out from Christmas. Give you a heads up if you don't know, Christmas Day at midnight, technically, I guess so. Our Christmas special is going to air, so check out our YouTube page and you'll see that. That's
a banger of an episode, guys. I highly recommend y'all check that one out. We did a really good Christmas special.
Yeah, we talked a lot about crazy, stupid, cringy things involving WWE, wrestling in general, and Christmas. And as you can tell, Kyle is not here today. He could not get off work, so he's over at the paint department at Home Depot. So if you're over at Home Depot, say hi to him if you see him. Can't miss him. Looks like a big Sasquatch covered in jizz because that's his paint.
Ew.
But he will be on the Christmas episode, so if you're missing your Kyle fix, don't worry, you'll get it. But we have Ashley here today. Kind of an interesting episode. Before we get into the nitty gritty of what we're doing today, which is sort of a fun little game that we developed for her, we're going to talk about some current events. Perhaps anybody got anything they want to talk about most recent like WWE events like Raw or SmackDown?
Yes, Gunther being an absolute jackass. Calling John Cena a little bitch.
Which was great.
No, it's not.
Someone's a little salty today.
I get that John Cena, that's what he wanted, but at the same time, why?
This guy's fucking validated, folks. Go check out John Cena's...
The John Cena retrospective?
Yeah, we just did that. And go check out his episode he was on with Cody Rhodes, the Cody Rhodes podcast. John Cena validated everything we said, more specifically him.
I called everything.
Yeah. So, yeah, John Cena wanted that to happen. So, that's your bone of contention, then, because you say Gunther is what, boring?
He is very boring. His gimmick is stale as all hell. And he's overrated. He's overused. And it's just,
No, we don't know. Tell us.
Yeah, because I myself am like, I love every time Gunther's on TV. So I'm just curious your point of view of why you think he's overused, why you think he's overrated, all that fun stuff.
I mean, I guess I can't really say why. It's just he gets on my nerves.
I mean, I would love it if Raw had 30 minutes of nothing but Gunther chopping like marks or like jobbers.
Yeah.
30 minutes of chops. Oh, man, that'd be such good shit.
Mm-hmm. Is it the language barrier? Because he kind of has...
The very thick Austrian accent?
No. I mean,
Is it the old school
kind of
heel nature of him where he's just kind of a dick, so to speak, and then leaves?
He's not flashy. He doesn't wear flashy outfits or have a
No,
flashy
but
entrance.
he just annoys me.
And he has sort of an old schoolish wrestling style, too, which is...
Very, very old school.
I mean, like I said, I don't know. Just kind of... He just gets on my nerves.
Well, that tells me it's working.
Man's doing pretty good at what he does.
Now, if you put him on the Rated Artron right here on the podcast, you definitely get me going, because yeah.
So is that what we should do for a watch-along in the future? We'll just watch all Gunther matches for you?
God.
We gotta let you watch him and Ilya in NXT UK. That was a banger. That's the death of Ilya's chest. Dude's chest was
Michael
destroyed.
might have showed me bits and pieces of what Gunther could do. And that was back when he was Walter, right?
Yes, it was.
Walter.
Walter!
Yeah.
But, yeah, man turned Ilya Dragunov's chest into hamburger.
Mm-hmm. I just like how he turns classical music into, like, a threatening, like, uh-oh, shit's about to go down. As soon as that piece starts playing, it's like,
Well, I'll give who made his? It's not who the current music guy. It's the one before.
well, Death Rebel's the current one, and then you're thinking of CFOs.
CFOs. I think CFOs made his theme. The weird, almost threatening like chants over the
Gunther!
classical. Dun,
Ring,
dun,
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 Gunther!
dun, dun, dun. Very dramatic. Hats off to CFOs.
Yeah.
Definitely better than Death Rebel, since you're not gonna get Jim Johnston.
No.
I mean, or can we talk about also on Raw how Mr. Austin Theory, Justin Timberlake wanted to.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
Mr. Austin Theory, Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yeah.
So the big reveal of the masked man that has been attacking multiple superstars over the last few weeks, seemingly in favor of the Vision.
Yep. A lot of rumors going around that it was Montez Ford. Austin Theory was always the key prime suspect just because people could tell just by the body shape. There was actually a rumor that they were having multiple people do the mask guy gimmick to kind of throw everybody off.
I believe at one point they blacked out his eyes to make everyone think he was a darker gentleman, of a darker complexion, so to speak.
Yeah.
And he was obviously doing the Seth Rollins stomp.
To throw people off that it was Seth, yeah. Now, there's also the rumor now that they're going to have multiple people be in the group, not just Austin. I don't think they should go that route because you don't want to add too many people and be like the NWO.
No, because who else would they add? Everybody else.
You know, it'd be interesting. I would prefer if it was a Montez Ford and have him turn heel and they could finally fucking do something with him singles wise.
I thought they were already healed.
Not the last time I checked.
Street
Anymore.
Profits? Yeah.
Street Profits are missing in action. You want me to be honest?
Yeah,
When's the
they
last time
are.
you saw the
They
Street
are.
Profits?
I think I read it's been 2 months since they've been on TV.
So there might be some big change in the works for the Street Profits.
I mean,
ladies and gentlemen.
there could be. There could be.
I mean, I like Dawkins, but I think Montez Ford's prime for a good singles run. I think
Montez Ford can definitely talk on the mic, and he's got the good high spot. Dawkins has got some good, solid in-ring work. He just needs, I think, some mic time by himself. Maybe some, just to see the chops he's got, because we've not really seen Dawkins' chops too much.
No, Montez is usually carrying the promos, but he's not terrible. I mean, I've seen him talk a little bit. He's not terrible, but if he wants to break out in his zone, he's going to have to like kind of work on it a little bit. I think. I did enjoy it when they were with Bobby Lashley there for a little bit. That was kind of cool. You remember that?
Yes.
The Pride.
That was when Bobby Lashley was trying to make them more aggressive, and
they wore suits, and it was kind of like sort of like a Hurt Syndicate, Hurt Business sort of offshoot, kind of. It felt like.
I do briefly remember that.
At least it felt like he was just teaching them to carry themselves like a star should be. You know.
Yeah.
Don't always be a gimmick.
Yeah, I guess because after a while, the whole Solo Cup deal running around, and
Yeah, that and wanting the smoke, that only goes so far.
I worked in NXT, so but you have to evolve.
Everything works in NXT, though. To be fair, I mean,
hell, No Way Jose worked in NXT. No way, Jose. Adam Rose worked in NXT.
That crowd, well, especially the Full Sail crowd back when
They're
it was
smarter than the average bear.
Yes, but they also were a little unique in the fact that they basically could get behind whatever they were given as long as it had enough effort. Whereas a real road crowd is not going to feel the same way about certain acts, gimmicks.
Right, because like if they're at Full Sail, they're seeing it every week.
Yes. You take that act to Philly, and they're going to go, who the hell is this guy? Boo.
Well, I think that's why territories worked back in the 70s and 80s, because they were literally going to the same towns every week.
And when you wore yourself out in one place, you could always move to another place, start fresh, or continue doing what you was doing.
Yeah.
Or talk about the CM Punk promo, which was brilliant. Calling Braun Breaker a cross-eyed Neanderthal Nepo baby, which he very much is.
Hey, you can never count out Pepsi Phil for a good promo.
Pepsi Phil. Is that what we're going to call him?
Well, people have referred to him as that.
I mean, yeah, he has the tattoo, but
And he used to do the Pepsi plunge.
Yeah, I knew a guy that quit watching wrestling for a while, and every time I talked about wrestling and mentioned Punk, he'd go, "Oh, you mean that Pepsi guy? Fucking hate that guy. He fucking went to UFC, got his ass kicked."
See him, bitch.
And
yeah, that's what
I
Greg-
wasn't
that's what
actually
Greg
doing
calls
that
him.
guy. I was doing a different friend.
I know, but I was.
But yes, I'm sure Greg would have similar opinions.
Yes.
I know. I know. We keep promising this to you, folks. It's gonna happen.
It's in the works. We promise.
We're getting closer and closer at it. So
Yes.
don't worry. We're gonna get the great,
Children and scheduling differences are our hurdles, but we're getting there.
Yeah, but we promise you it'll be worth it because Greg's very passionate about his disdain for CM Punk. So
Oh, me and Greg being on that episode, ladies and gentlemen, that yeah, you would have a very heated show for that.
well,
Well, I hope so.
me and him are gonna have a go at it probably too because big Punk fan as well. And then you're gonna be more of the middleman, right?
I can see both points. I'm not a super Punk fan. I've enjoyed his work in the past, but I've also felt there's things that haven't clicked or worked.
Which is fair.
I will acknowledge that it seems, for whatever reason, Punk does not get along with certain types of workers backstage. Rather, if it's right or wrong, I don't know, but he does seem to have a bit of a reputation with the next generation, so to speak.
More so along the lines of how they perceive the past. too.
Yes.
So I mean that stuff we could definitely talk about whenever we get to that debate because I'm sure that'll be brought up because there's some things I can see Greg throwing at us, as far as opposition because you hear it all the time. So, but I'm more interested in seeing you two go at it because you I can keep my composure a little bit better than I think you can with certain things. I think not as a knock, but like you're very passionate about something. I know you and Greg, that's going to be fun.
Let alone Kyle.
Well,
ladies and gentlemen.
especially also because Greg does obviously know like past CM Punk experiences, whereas I more need.
You're
to watch.
relatively new.
Yeah, being relatively new.
Yeah.
She's a newer fan, circa 22, 23.
Yeah.
It took that long.
Yeah, it's about when you started getting into it because you
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
into COVID era.
No, I definitely did not like COVID era wrestling.
Those were the dark times, folks.
Yes.
No, but yeah, I agree. I think Punk's promo was awesome. It's making this build to this match with Braun even better. Question: is it time to pull the trigger on Braun, or do you think they're going to do a stupid finish?
As much as I think I would like to say it's time to pull the trigger on Braun, I don't think they're gonna pull the trigger on Braun. I think they're gonna milk this a little longer. They're gonna, especially due to the fact that plans have been failing left, right, and center, they're going to keep something that's working going as long as possible. My opinion.
Fair enough. Do you think he's winning the Rumble? A lot of people think he's either going to win the Rumble or the Elimination Chamber. The theory is, no pun intended, he'll win the Chamber because it's going to be in Chicago, thus setting up a match with Punk. Which a lot of people are like, well, then why are they going to have a match on Raw unless it's going to be a screwy finish, just delaying the inevitable, big WrestleMania match. I can see that happening. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. It wouldn't hurt my feelings if Braun won. It could be maybe a little too early because there's a lot of people they're throwing around for this Rumble, like to win it. I've heard people talk about Sami Zayn winning it because they're going to be in Saudi Arabia. A lot of different.
And the
things.
planned Sami Zayn push that may or may not be happening anymore.
Yeah, I've heard that's kind of maybe falling down a little bit.
Really? I never heard anything about them pushing Sammy.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was a plan, not so much anything concrete or known to the public.
Well,
Yeah. And it all kind of makes sense too, because like I said, they're going to be in Saudi Arabia, so obviously a lot of people are going to assume, oh, what a big moment because Sammy's so over there. And,
After the weird forgiveness and acceptance, because he was like totally hated for a while. It was weird. But anyway, Saudi shows are weird in general.
The ticket prices aren't. Did you see the memes where people are like, I'm going to go fucking over to Saudi Arabia because it's like super cheap to go see the Rumble over there.
Huh.
Like some of
definitely didn't
the
know that.
seats, like, for example, we went to Indianapolis that were like where we were at.
The nosebleeds, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
They're
the
like,
nosebleeds.
in U.S. equivalencies, it's like $40 or $50.
Wow.
And that was a lot more than that, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Like, 300, like I saw one say like $300 to $400 got you floor seats for the Riyadh show for when they go to Rumble. So it's like,
Wow.
yeah. But you have to also take into account the plane trip. And
Yes.
then the
Well, floor
housing.
seats are, you're not going to get hard cam side because that's the Saudi family side.
Oh yeah, and there were, I don't know if they still do it, but when they first would do the Saudi shows, you could see like the higher up princes sitting in like lazy boys in the front row. Like the
Yeah.
front row was completely taken out, and there were like maybe 6 or 7 lazy boys just scattered across the front row.
And half the time they were like gone
Or talking,
somewhere
not
in the
even
back.
paying
Yeah.
attention.
Well, also going to Saudi Arabia, like you said, Aaron, having to plan the plane tickets, and wouldn't you also technically need passports to go over there?
Yep.
If you don't already have passports, I heard that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Well, WWE almost always tries to make sure you're set if they can.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
Plus, like, I think Orton and Almost, they were over there promoting Mr. Beef's land.
really, almost of all people.
Yeah, he may not be on TV, but they're still using him. He just showed up at the AAA show last night.
Yeah, Wyatt
I-
Six are even being used in AAA in a very different way that you would not expect.
Did you hear what happened to Dominic though?
No.
He hurt his shoulder last night.
Oh no.
Very questionable. Some people are saying he's going to have to have shoulder surgery. Ironically, in a match with his dad.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw
and
like
Grande Americano turned face.
really, I saw that.
Shook
Yeah,
hands with Rey Mysterio at the end of the
I,
match.
I saw bits of that.
Now,
on
is it going to be
Facebook.
he's going to be face in AAA and then still a prick heel on the mainland show?
That's my interpretation. I don't think they're gonna ever get him face in the main show.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because a lot of interesting thing happened. Dominic turned, he got injured. They're pairing Omos with El Vikingo, which the contrast is funny because Vikingo's a little guy.
Yeah, almost being a big deal.
But here's the interesting. You know who's booking the AAA shows that WWE are co-promoting with? Undertaker.
Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah, they're
Oh, I
giving
didn't
him a
hear
run at
about that.
booking though.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about
Those,
that.
ladies and gentlemen.
So it's that's just so out of left field though, because I when you say like AAA or Lucha Libre, the last fucking person I would think would be
Would
running
be
that would be
Undertaker.
Well, I mean, that sounds like one of those stroke moves. Here you got a booker position open over
Let's
down
see
there
what
in
you got.
Mexico.
Let's see what you got, pal.
I think 30 years in the business is enough to maybe get me a spot as a booker. What do you think?
Well, I mean,
Unless it's like a grooming thing, maybe like if he does good there, they'll move him up to maybe NXT.
The rumors of
They
Triple H
could.
being fired continue to be swirling. Also,
really, I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, you hear it. Vince Russo was loving talking about. Oh, he's
yeah,
getting
Vince
fired,
Russo
bro.
is the one really blowing up a
No.
lot of that smoke.
Nobody likes him.
Look, I don't mind Vince.
JCW fans,
but
might.
can you-
He's on their show now.
Vince Russo,
Lunacy.
if you hear this, can you just do us all a favor? Look, I don't care about your opinions, but can you just come out and say you hate Triple H? Because that's pretty much what it is. I mean, the dude's got a hard on for hating on him.
Matter of fact, you can do it on our show.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on in. Like I said, I don't care about you. Like you're entitled to your opinion, and you're right some of the times. But at this point, it just seems
Tell
like
you what, we'll even give you a good 5 minutes to plug Lunacy.
yeah. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Well, especially
Shout out to all the Juggalos and other fans watching Lunacy.
Yeah.
Well, especially them rumors swirling around about wanting to get Triple H fired. You'd have Stephanie's going to get involved.
Stephanie
her
has
Yeah,
not much sway anymore.
She's not really involved in the company.
She's
too
an
much.
employee now.
Well, I mean, I didn't really
Technically
know that.
speaking, TKO could just relieve him of his duties like that.
Well, yeah, that is true, but I still think Stephanie would try to get involved.
But be careful what you wish for, folks, because we still got Michael Hayes and Bruce Pritchard waiting in the wings.
Let alone they called Dwayne back and give him another run at booking.
What did you say, Dwayne?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Which
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, the final bleh.
He's gonna take your soul, Ashley.
Yep. He's going to take your
Go
soul
ahead.
and then not do anything about it.
And then he's gonna have a belt, and then he's gonna take it home.
Yep. And then leave.
Go ahead.
He's going to build up a WrestleMania and then not come back.
Fuck you guys, I'm going home.
Going home. Which that's what John said on that podcast. He's like, this heel turn would have worked better if I had like 2 years and the principal players of it didn't just up and leave.
Literally hinting at The Rock.
And well, a lot of people they're bringing the heat down on Travis Scott. Because
He was supposed to be a big part of it.
he was supposed to wrestle with Logan Paul and John Cena at one of those international shows, and then he just like backed out.
Well, because he just wants to be a shitty rapper.
He just wanted that belt Triple H gave him.
You don't want to hear fiend.
Fiend.
No.
Fiend.
I hear it all the time in Michael's, what is it, Madden? I forget.
I think it was Madden or 2K
Yeah.
a year.
It's stupid.
It's going down.
It's a stupid trend, almost, just like that stupid 6'7" bullshit.
6'7". Here's a funny story. Here's a funny story. You bring that up. If I find the video of it from my sister-in-law, I will definitely show you. But like, we had a white elephant gift Christmas party deal last night, and my mother-in-law got me a shirt that literally said 6'7" on it.
Oh, God.
But it was from China. It was supposed to be a 5X. It was like a crop top to me, and like literally the 6 and the 7 were placed right under my man tits. It was beautiful. I came out going 6'7", 6'7".
No, that I would have loved to see. I would have laughed at it still, but I'm sorry. 6'7" is just why? Why are we making the stupidest shit?
My wife goes, "You're a grown ass man. Quit doing 6'7".
Yes.
I do it because it pisses people off and it just like annoys you, so I'll just do it.
So again, if you'd like to explain to us 6'7", we'd love to hear. Give us a shout out in the
I don't
comments, an email, anything. Rated
I
R
don't
Wrestling
even know
at,
how it became a thing, and
I think
gonna...
it's some rapper, some lyrics to a rap song or something.
what's our email address again?
You can do ratedrwrestling1@gmail.com, I think.
There we go.
Number 1, the numeral 1. Let us know.
Yeah, 6'7" is just dumb.
So yeah, we talked about the Punk stuff. Let's talk about we touch upon the Austin Theory reveal? How we did, right?
We touched slightly on it, and then we kind of veered off path
Yeah,
again.
we did.
So a lot of people are saying, "Oh, we got Danny Garcia from Temu," because when he revealed himself to be a member of the Death Riders, he had a similar reveal with a shaved head. But
A lot of the memes have also said we got Justin Timberlake. Jeez.
Wow. Me being a very big NSYNC fan back in the day, that's offensive.
I make my wife mad a lot because I'll be like, "Yeah, he was my least favorite member of the Backstreet Boys,"
Really?
but she'll be like, "He was an NSYNC."
Yeah. And a
Like
lot
they're
of
the same.
that is a big thing back in the day. Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. I listened to both. Let's be
I always
honest.
remember making girls mad by making fun of both of them and Britney Spears. I'd always say Britney Big Ears.
I mean, I do love her music, but I'm just gonna be like,
That was just me being immature, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I don't share that
Yes.
opinion too
He-
much anymore. Now, I don't like those genres of music, but that's personal subjective taste.
yes. He always.
Anyway, back to Austin Theory, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
So, Austin Theory, he's a new member of the Vision. There's this crazy rumor that he's Seth's inside man. Like, Seth is using him to... Because they've got history. He was technically a member of the Messiah's flock a few years ago.
Yes.
The pandemic era.
Now, obviously, considering I didn't like the
Yeah.
COVID era,
So
I
you
don't
probably
know
don't remember that too much.
No.
But there's that theory that he's technically sort of in cahoots with Seth and he's going to kind of break the Vision down from the inside. I mean, it's possible, but I mean, I don't think you shouldn't be breaking down the Vision this early.
I mean, I kind of see where you're coming from, especially because obviously Austin Theory's been using Seth's Stomp, but they were obviously, like you said, they were doing it to throw people off, thinking, oh, that's Seth,
Yeah.
because who else can do the Seth Stomp?
I love the fact that people thought it was Chris Jericho. It's like, you think Chris Jericho's climbing the cage that fast?
No.
Love you, Chris, but I don't think
Not anymore. Maybe a younger Chris.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it is the WWE cage with the footholds.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So
yeah,
he probably
that is
could.
True.
But like a split second, you got to know where those whole places.
You do
are.
have to know where those are, otherwise you're doing it the old-fashioned
Yeah,
way.
considering how quick that was, it couldn't be Jericho.
Yeah. So of course they taped the show for the holidays, so we got to see what Austin Theory's new ring gear looked like. Did you see that?
I did actually.
I got Death Rider vibes. I ain't gonna lie. He kind of looked like something that John Moxley would wear.
I forget exactly what they look like.
It was like blackish
black
cargo pants with
pants.
like gray like trimmings around like
Yeah.
the legs and the
So
crotch.
are we gonna start having to do AEW did it, AEW did it? That would really appease Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh, people here.
Yeah. You already got people out there talking like that anyway. So it's like, oh yeah, Danny Garcia on Wish.
As the seemingly the growing neutral party in every topic, it does seem we are taking notes from AEW and going, oh, we can do that better, pal.
Just because of the shaved head. I mean, it's pretty cool.
That, and he kind of looks like a Death Rider, and it kind of seems like a Death Rider-y gimmick, if you think about it. It just show up out of nowhere.
Fair enough. After a while, I imagine with all the different ideas of wrestling, things are going to have to look alike, or look like they've been inspired by other things, I suppose.
Well, considering I have no Death Rider experience, I don't know exactly what y'all are talking about.
It's not good. I don't think the Vision's going to be as violent as the Death Riders were. They're not going to be drowning people in a fish tank or suffocating people with a grocery bag.
Good lord.
Or stabbing people in the head with a fork.
Yes. Or getting a backdrop on a 2x4 with
Spikes. Big, long, spiky nails.
Or riding someone off to go to climb Mount Everest, and even though he should be back here wrestling and not doing all that stupid shit.
Or ice plunging in fucking Norway.
Do your job, Darby. Come back. You're a wrestler.
Oh, yeah, I saw about that. Him.
And negative 2 degree
hypothermia.
weather, ice water plunging.
Yeah.
I do kind of like Darby Allin.
When he's there.
I mean, this was a while ago.
Well, to be fair, when you let me show you AEW, she, ladies and gentlemen, typically has a resistance to watching AEW, so it's hard for me to get things across to her. So if you'd love to tell her to watch AEW, at us.
Well, you should probably watch it now because MJF's back.
Is he?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's surprising.
And he's been added to the world title match for their upcoming pay-per-view because he had something that he won recently that granted him a title match. And I guess everyone forgot, except he reminded everyone. So now it's a 4-way with Adam Page, Swerve. Who's the Samoa Joe, and now it's MJF.
Really, Samoa Joe of all people?
Who's the current champion?
He's the AEW champion.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, I definitely don't watch AEW.
So that Hangman Page run, that was worth it, wasn't it? What a great run.
Yeah, I know, right? We really we accomplished a lot there.
Yeah, I mean that was technically supposed to be Darby's win at All In, but then he had to climb Mount Everest, so he had to pivot to Adam Page. But oh god, this world title run's great.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
Another great example of Tony Khan excellency in booking. If you know, you know, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's the person on the podcast that calls, or on a certain podcast calling lazy booking?
Oh, that's Jim.
Yeah,
Lazy booking.
Yeah. Jim
So,
Cornette.
4 ways with furniture. Lazy booking.
I do like Jim Cornette though. He's really funny.
Oh yeah.
Big fans on the show here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Shout out Jim and Brian.
Still waiting on that add to the group. I know you all only do it in batches, but come on.
Come on. I'm not sure. I don't think Jim's doing admin for that page though.
No, they've said in the past it's only done in groups, and I think Brian or someone that works for Brian does it.
Mm-hmm. So, while we're still, because it kind of happened.
Our group, ladies and gentlemen, is not that exclusive. You are welcome to join. We'd love to have you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yep. Rated R Wrestling Podcast on Facebook, the group page. Look us up. But this has technically happened this week. What do you guys think about what happened with Mick Foley?
Mick Foley basically quitting his Legends contract?
Well, he still has time left, so we'll have to clarify that. He's technically still under a Legends deal, but he will not be re-signing a new Legends deal next year. And he made it apparent, he reached out to Talent Relations and told him that he will not be appearing for the rest of his Legends deal contract.
Oh, I actually didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, it's because he's anti Donald Trump, so his stance was as long because Trump's recent remarks about Rob Reiner, Mick Foley's decided to just because he doesn't want that because WWE's got pretty well known association with Trump and his administration,
Yeah.
so Mick Foley has chosen to sever his ties. So. It's a shame. Well, I mean, we didn't really see Mick much anyway, so I mean, it's not like he
No.
was.
The main
prominent.
thing we'll miss is any kind of Mick merch and his presence in the games.
Yeah, as long he probably will not be in 2K26.
I would highly doubt it.
No, because
Unless the roster cutoff happens to be before.
Yeah, that's true.
that's
Yeah.
fair enough. Yeah, so that's old Micker there. I mean, entitled to his opinion, and God bless him. I mean, I really have no opinion on that, but I hate to see that he's walking away. But
Speaking of 2K, I don't know which ones, but I've heard they're removing Legends from the roster.
like the concept of Legends or just Legend?
No, like
Oh.
like literal people from the current game's roster.
Oh, they're gonna just get rid of them.
I'm assuming it's some sort of licensing difference. But yeah, I've heard they're adding people to the game to get rid of a few people.
That's interesting. I wonder who would be on the chopping block.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming maybe Mick.
Yeah, Mick probably would be.
Technically, they could update the game and take him out. I mean, that is possible.
Yes.
Yeah, considering it's the most current game, I mean,
It's not like the old games where there weren't.
You set the
updates.
roster and that's it.
well, yeah.
Well, we'll see. Time will tell. I mean, that'll be
So
interesting.
if you're a big Mick fan and you like having Mick in the game, don't update your shit, ladies and gentlemen. Stay
Don't
offline.
update your shit.
Or get a good community creations model of him so they can't get rid of it.
Yeah, because I don't think they can technically get rid of that.
Can we at least keep the Titantron and music?
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
mainly what keeps community creations from being like the go-to for everything.
Since you don't let custom music much anymore.
Yeah, you know.
No.
Well, to be fair, consoles have stopped having the ability to house it.
Oh, really?
We just stream it now.
Oh. Okay. That's fair. Yeah. It's,
I mean, I don't know. Have you ever filled a gaming hard drive with music to see if we can?
no.
Yeah, exactly. Not since the 360 or the PS3 has anyone really messed with that.
Yeah, it used to be with our wrestling games. Actually, I don't know if you know this, but like on the 360, you could import tracks, and then when you're creating a wrestler's entrance, they did give you an option to use a track off your hard drive.
Really?
You could literally have music for all of your creative people.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
I mean, that would be that's very creative.
It's fun. It was interesting because I had to dabble around with it because you'd have to if you wanted it to sound authentic, you'd have to add arena effects to it before you uploaded it to your hard drive. Otherwise, it was playing it straight like it would be off a CD.
Which I didn't give a shit.
Right. But for somebody like me, I kind of liked the arena effect because it made it sound more realistic.
I ain't doing all that bullshit.
But anyway, so anything else on Raw that you want to talk about? Interesting happened?
Raw specifically, I mean, not really that I can remember. I have a terrible memory.
Well, I would like to bring up a problem Raw and SmackDown still have, and it's one I think we've talked about just about every episode.
Not Jade Cargill, is it?
Are you talking about Jade?
No, I'm talking about Alicia Taylor.
Oh,
The fact that
yes.
her hair is growing again.
Miss Octopus hair.
She
Yeah.
just can't help herself. They must have told her to tone it down. That's why I haven't really said much lately. But she's doing wild hairstyles again, and I don't know why. I'm talking about Alicia Taylor because Alicia Taylor keeps getting my attention, and I don't like it. I don't watch the show to watch
Very
Alicia Taylor.
distracting. I would kind of agree with him on this. It is very distracting.
I mean, she's definitely. There are times where it feels like she's trying to be Samantha Irvin,
She's trying to be Samantha Irvin, but since she's not lacking in the backpack department, if you know what I'm saying, she decides to grow her wig.
Emphasize it with the hair, I suppose.
Yeah.
Samantha Irvin is too busy being stuck up Ricochet's ass.
I would love it as part of a storyline if they shaved her head.
Oh my god!
I would
Could you
absolutely
imagine,
Oh,
people
explode
I feel
with
like-
joy.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like that would also be very distracting, especially if you see her one night with the full head of hair, and then the next, like,
Yeah,
show,
but
be
one show
bald.
after that, you'd be used to it.
Well, yeah, like 1 or 2 shows afterward, but the very first show, you'd be like, oh my god, what the hell have they done to Alicia Taylor?
oh man, could you imagine all the trolls going after Ricochet? Because, dude, if you don't know if you noticed, he loves engaging back with fans on Twitter.
Oh yeah, since he's joined the AEW roster, yes, he is like Mark Troll #1 on X.
I still call it Twitter.
Yeah.
Get with the times. It's
No,
X, ladies and
no.
gentlemen. We're Xing now,
Yep.
and
No
we
more
send
tweeting.
X's.
It just sounds
Get used to
fun.
it.
Like, oh, I'm gonna put out an X.
Get used to it. It's not going away.
Hey, X's were used in variables, so it could be anything. That's like, there you go. X equals, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So while we're on Raw, we might have touched upon it, but how about, did anybody else like Gunther's victory speech? I thought it was great.
Oh, it was fucking amazing.
He tapped out like a little bitch.
You already know my opinion on this. I fucking hated it.
You can't see me on
Oh,
the
God,
way
I
out.
died.
Oh, that
I
was
died.
so good.
I'm so pissed.
He
at
walks
that.
out, there's AJ Styles, which I'm all like, oh God, AJ's retiring soon, so uh-oh.
So you know that's coming.
And then he gets in the car, he's like, hey, AJ.
You
I
can't
feel
see
like
me.
somebody else needs to retire AJ. Personally, I mean, can I say who I think should retire him
Yeah,
right
go
now?
ahead.
No. I mean, personally, somebody that should retire him, I can't really give a name right now. Maybe. I really don't know. Is it random to say one of the Usos should retire him?
A little bit.
Just a tad random. I could, if they're going to be anyone, it's going to be Jay, because I don't think Jimmy's on the level yet to do that.
No.
Unless they really wanted to put Jimmy on that pedestal.
But unless you want the IWC to have a collective meltdown if Jay Uso retires AJ Styles.
And a massive erection from Rikishi.
Oh God, yeah. Did you see? I don't know if this was real or not, but apparently the quote going around from Rikishi was Jay should have made Cena tap in the retirement. It should have been Jay Uso retiring John Cena.
That does
I
not
agree
surprise
with
me
that.
coming from old Fatu.
I'm sorry, but I agree with that. It should not have been Gunther.
So you'd rather it have been Jay?
Yeah.
He'd have rather it have been James Ellsworth.
Who the fuck is that? The fact that I don't
The
know who
no-chin
that is,
wonder.
The no chin, no muscles wonder. That was that helped Carmella win the women's belt. It was
Money in
probably
the
the Money
Bank.
in the Bank.
Oh, if it's involving Carmella, you can fucking forget. I don't like her either. Same as her husband.
I'll show you James Ellsworth after the show.
His finishing move was called the no chin music.
Oh God.
Because he has no chin.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, just for the reaction, ladies and gentlemen, I'm
Oh,
going
yeah.
to show her a picture of him.
James Ellsworth. Good, that we can capture this genuine reaction here.
Oh God.
Well, he had
He literally
he,
has no chin.
he was a jobber, right? And like he jobbed to Braun Strowman when he was on his like first singles push, and everyone's reaction to him was so good, and I guess Vince got a good laugh that they decided to bring him back. He was in a main event WWE Championship title picture involving AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose. He was like a main event player. It was crazy.
What in the holy fuck? Well, I mean, you weren't kidding, ladies and gentlemen. He literally has no chin.
No chin.
And he was pale.
Had he had a really shitty looking body. I mean, I can't talk.
Yeah, he's.
Compared to the rest of the guys on the ring, yes, he was like a schlub.
I don't even know what to say about it. Honestly, he's just.
And they made him Carmella's boyfriend in a storyline.
Like she was definitely using him.
She was using the shit out of him.
Technically,
Well, yeah.
well, he got some heat because in that Money in the Bank women's match, he actually won the briefcase technically, and people were upset because it was the first women's Money in the Bank ladder match, and they were complaining that a man grabbed it first. But obviously, he wasn't going to use it.
Well, no, it was for Carmelo, right? Like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So so that's James Ellsworth. But so we mentioned this before we went on the air about Gunther retiring people.
No.
That should be the gimmick. The
It's
career
gonna get
killer.
old. It's
Not
gonna
necessarily
get
spread it out, probably not, because it looks like AJ's next in line, and there's the rumor that Brock's retiring next year too. So
And Ray's also around still.
yeah, he could just be the guy that kills off the ruthless
Now-
aggression era.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
there,
go
but
ahead.
When it comes to Rey Mysterio, as much as I don't like Dominic, I think Dominic should retire Rey.
I think so too.
That would be appropriate. I could see
Because
that.
he's obviously a Mysterio. He's basically, even though that's not his gimmick right now, being a luchador, that's...
He's the king.
But the
of them.
thing about that is they would likely embrace after the match turning Dom lightly
it would
face.
it would kind of turn face, and I can see how people like him as a heel right now.
I mean,
Especially with
technically,
Miz coming back.
he wouldn't necessarily need to embrace it. He could still.
You know they would though. Father son, and he retires him.
Yeah,
enough.
truthfully, being...
I mean, Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels cried all over each other.
yes, they did.
They weren't even related.
That match, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of made me cry because I watched that entire match and him literally saying, "I'm sorry, I love you."
yeah.
The 5 words.
The 5 words.
Oh, I had tears in my eyes when that happened.
Yes.
That was great. Especially
When it happened live, I remember having tears in my
and
eyes.
then especially because Ric Flair started crying immediately when the bell
Yes.
rang.
No, before.
Oh yeah, he went right before he got kicked, and then
Yeah.
it started when the bell rang and he realized, oh, it's over. Then he was like,
Mm-hmm. That's when
Yeah.
it hit.
Well, yeah, that's emotional. I mean, literally, you're being retired.
well, technically Dominic could, be all emotional, hug his dad, and then kick him in the nuts just to keep the.
Keep his heat.
No, they might wait it out, or they could.
At least
make
let him get to the
somebody
top of the ramp, then backstage.
Yeah, there you go. Just to give everyone a false sense of like, holy crap,
Well,
Dom's
that
face
too,
now.
but they might. I mean, Ray's. Yeah, he is getting up there in age, but they might wait until the Judgment Day
Well,
falls apart
it's-
eventually.
Ray doesn't have a whole lot of time left.
Well, no. I mean, it might not be Dominic, but Dominic will
Ray
fit.
can hardly move anymore. He can't do any of the dynamic moves he could do. His whole moveset is different. I mean, hats off to evolving and being able to lengthen your career.
Yeah, he had to change his finishing because it used to be the 619. Well, now it's where he hits you and then he does like the body splash. But it used to be he would hit you the 619, come off the
Yes.
rope, and then do that flip.
Yes.
He can't do that anymore.
Drop the dime.
No.
West Coast pop.
Yeah, so his future is, there's not too much left in the tank, I don't think. So that would be, if it's not going to be Dominic, I guess Gunther could be the guy that kills it. He could be like, I'll kill the Ruthless Aggression era, retire him, and then eventually Brock.
I mean, I guess, but
The Brock one, I really want to see. Because I think that would be...
that one wouldn't be terrible, I guess.
Because it'll really put the IWC in a conniption fit. The people that hate Gunther because of what happened with Cena, but they also hate Brock more. So it's like, who do we cheer for?
That's how I feel
And
sometimes.
you can't. I don't think you can make that a smash. You're gonna have to make that one hell of a brawl.
Oh yeah,
battle.
that's not going to be a squash. No,
I
for
would
sure.
make that. I would give that
You
like.
can't Goldberg Lesnar to that one. You can't.
No. Mm-mm. Brock's going to have to take some chest chops.
Well, that, and I think it should be a special stipulation match. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. That match probably sells itself. I don't know if you want to put an
Yeah,
ad
it
on
probably
that.
would. That is true.
I could see Iron Man proving who the
Yeah.
best is.
Yeah, fair enough.
If any stipulation, I could see Iron Man.
Or a 2 out of 3 falls. Just to,
Yeah.
They could do that too. But that,
Iron Man is one they seldom use anymore.
No,
For
they
whatever
don't-
reason.
they-
Usually
they-
time constraints.
Yeah. Plus, you have to remember the attention span of a lot of wrestling fans. They want things like boom, 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 boom. Like, do you ever watch Shawn and Brett's Iron Man match from WrestleMania 12?
You've probably seen bits and pieces of it because I know
There's a-
you've been
I've
watching
seen-
Shawn and Brett stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I bring that up because a lot of people point that out, that as much of a historical match as it is, a modern fan might look at it and think it's boring because it's the way it's paced. There's not a whole lot of action until like certain bursts of spots in certain areas, and then it ramps up towards the end. But the wrestling in it is great. But with Iron Man matches, you have to be careful because you have to kill an hour.
Yes, and you can't make it.
And you can't just go full blown balls to the walls for an hour because you'll get gassed. So it's all about pacing. And
I mean, that is true.
So it's something that
And if you could clone Ric Flair, you might get that match.
True. So that's why a lot of modern day Iron Man matches, they usually run about half an hour. You haven't really seen a full 1 hour one in a long time. Now on the contrast to that, with an Iron Man match, you tell somebody it's an hour, people are like automatically predisposed to go, oh man, we're only at like 15 minutes. We still got like 45 minutes left. Whereas you would have a regular match that's unannounced, like Shawn Michaels and John Cena in London in 06 or 07. They had a match that ended up going an hour, but nobody knew it was going to be an hour. So everybody was still like...
Yeah, they were still hyped up in it,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So it just... That brings the question, Iron Man matches, like we announced the time ahead of time, people might be predisposed to like not fully committing until like the last 10 minutes. Because it's like, hey, it's not going to get good until the end. You know?
Yes.
Well,
maybe Last Man Standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be that too. Well, I feel like the only matches that really qualify for an hour, I feel like would be a Rumble, obviously, because you have 30 guys or 30 women.
Well, yeah, those are going to go at least an hour.
Yeah, because obviously that still stays hyped up because you got all those people. Now, if it's a one-on-one, yeah, it would get boring.
Depends. Like I said, that depends because some people can make it work. Ric Flair used to do hour Broadways all the time back in the day.
He's got the cardio to go, and he often would amuse himself by gassing whoever his opponent was.
Yeah.
Now, I'm still surprised he went as long as he did with Shawn Michaels when they had the retirement match.
Hey, up until that point, Rick still had pretty decent cardio.
Mm-hmm. He just had to be reminded who he was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It had to have been a Shawn Michaels. I mean, you had to have a really other good wrestler to make that match work, I think.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
Kurt.
True.
Oh, I think Kurt would.
I think Kurt could have made that work. The contrast in style.
Mm-hmm.
It'd have been a bit more ground based.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You couldn't put him out there with like a Carlito or a Chris Masters or something and expect to make like a 40-minute match or anything.
Or a Brock Lesnar.
Oh, no.
Well, Brock Lesnar would be over in 5 seconds.
Well, I don't think current Brock. I don't know. He probably could do a lengthy match. He would just be really red and sweaty.
Extremely red.
And sweaty.
I can't. We haven't really seen a long Brock Lesnar match, so I can't really judge his cardio nowadays. But he did do an Iron Man match, an hour-long one with Kurt Angle back in 03, so he's done it before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
but that was young prime Brock. I mean, like I said, I don't know how he could do it.
Brock throws a punch and he just starts turning red now.
Or like the random. Can I talk about the random what the fuck moment? The Iron Man match that Randy and John did at
bragging
bragging rights. Yes, bragging rights of 09. That match was great.
Isn't that where Randy tried to kill him by blowing up the stage?
Yeah, he put him on the pyro and tried to get it, or he threw John into a lighting rig.
Mm-hmm.
Like that whole match, I was on the edge of my seat, and I was watching it at work.
That was during the unhinged Orton era.
I'm psychotic Orton.
Yes.
I was at work.
You ever see the meme where he's like?
Yeah, I've seen that once or twice. That is pretty good. But yeah, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time at work.
That was a pretty good
match.
one. Yeah.
Like that one, I was like, "What in the holy hell?" Or John having the spaghetti legs in that match.
Oh, John's spaghetti legs.
I thought he was gonna break a fucking ankle.
Yeah.
Like I was waiting for it to happen. I was like, "Oh fuck."
For as much as people would shit on how that rivalry was never ending, they had a lot of great stuff.
They did.
Yeah.
It did a lot. It went a little long.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was what.
Yeah.
They hot potatoed that belt during, specifically that program, like a few times. And that, like, I think Orton had the belt, and then the next pay per view, John got it, and then Orton got it again. Like it was like hot potatoing. But I guess they're doing that because they want to make sure they're on like an even playing field. I suppose.
Well, also, that was back during 50-50 booking, pal.
50-50.
50-50.
God, 50-50 booking. I don't miss it. Basically, regardless of what was going on, you could almost average out the win-loss to 50-50.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Which, in respect, a lot of people never got that luxury to do that with John. John was usually winning all the time, so kind of shows you how much stock they had in Orton too. They kind of put him on a similar level than John because it's like these guys are going to be switching the belts. They're kind of on an equal playing field. So, I mean, I personally would like Orton to tie or get close to Cena's record because he's like at what 14 or 15.
Yeah.
yeah, I think he's pretty up there.
A lot of people actually would like Orton to break the record. I don't think it's going to happen, but
It probably won't, but it
I think
should.
Orton deserves, before Orton goes out, he needs to have one good last run with the belt, I think.
Yeah, because he's about ready to.
And
Well, he's
I hope they
getting
pull the trigger on this Orton-Cody feud that they've been
Yes,
teasing
I've
forever.
been seeing some things like how Randy would go and hand Cody the title and just look at it like,
And
I
Art-
want the
yeah.
belt. Like,
Mhm.
fucking damn it.
I could see Cody turning heel and maybe
Oh, yeah.
sending Randy out.
Well, we're kind of seeing it. It seems like Cody's starting to
Well,
get a little
especially
more...
after
Well, I
SmackDown.
think they work a longer program than we think, and it ends in Randy being sawn out by Cody.
Yes.
Because obviously the general presumption is Orton's going to turn heel, but they can totally flip that on everybody and it'd be the opposite way. Sort of like an Austin Brett double turn.
Because Cody's been trending in that direction.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got a
especially
little bit more
after.
piss and vinegar in his
Yes.
promos here lately.
Well, especially after last night's or no Friday night SmackDown.
That's my next question. Are they going to finally give Drew the belt?
No,
I wish, but probably not.
I don't think they should.
But at least they're letting Drew sniff the belt. LA Knight doesn't even get that.
No, LA
Well,
Knight,
they've promised that 2026 is going to be his year.
it better be because he's probably up there too.
be his year, pal.
But they kind of been saying that every year.
Yeah.
Yes, they say that every year. He
Well,
needs
he's
a push.
He's a name that a lot of people have been recently talking about him coming back and winning the Rumble.
I think he should.
I think that'd be a big surprise.
It needs to be. They need to give him a push.
If he wins the Rumble, I don't see him winning at Mania. I don't. I think they're gonna pull that out from everyone,
Well, who do you think?
and they're gonna Cody Rhodes it. He's gonna have a story.
I got to finish my story, yeah.
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 No, I've got a story. Let me tell you about it.
I mean, no, but he does deserve to have a title run, at least.
I mean, I think because the dude's got it with like the fan base and everything too. So I feel like it'd be a smart idea to do it. I mean, I think he's better in the ring than Jey Uso, so I think that would work out a lot better.
I think they're seeing how much the fans really want this, and they're making sure it's not a Ryback situation.
Oh yeah. Which I read the comment on one of our Facebook groups or something. They're like, you watch it, LA would win the belt, and then the fans would turn on him like they did Jay, just like that. Like, get him off our TV, because you know how fickle some fans are.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
well, especially now
that's-
that once he wins the belt, people will start hearing the Rock comparisons more.
Oh yeah, because it's more so people want the chase, but they don't want the aftermath of the chase.
That's why I always tell you certain people are better in the chase.
So basically, some people are better chasing the belt than when
Yeah,
they
'cause
have it.
Once they have it, what now?
Because when Cody took Cody 2 years to get the belt, and everybody was gung ho behind him, and as soon as he wins it, a lot of people are like, oh, okay, this is it. This is boring.
We get generic babyface Cody Rhodes.
That's probably why they're trying to make him go heel now, because they
well-
realize it's boring.
Well, that's why heel champions always worked better back in the day, because it was always the babyface chasing them.
And it's the attraction of can so and so defeat the big bad undefeated or big bad dirty champion.
Yeah.
Or like how his promo with Nick Aldis, like, almost going towards the end of SmackDown, where he's like, I don't work for you, Nick, you work for me. And then he dropped the mic and walked away.
Yeah, we're seeing like they're showing more like aggressiveness a little bit, passive aggressiveness in Cody. So I mean, do I think it's gonna happen quick? Probably not. I don't know. I mean, they turned John Cena heel out of nowhere, so it's possible.
And then
Well,
yanked it back.
that didn't work. That's why they made him back into a babyface, because nobody liked it.
If they had more time. Probably.
But the problem was is they did it both ways with no preparation, no lube, no warning,
And then
just
the heel turn was great, but there was no really follow up with it.
well, exactly, because the Rock was kind of the one that turned him into a heel, and then the Rock was up and left.
and no reach around.
Yeah.
That was the follow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To put it in certain terms.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that would have probably been a whole lot better if the Rock had stayed around and kind of.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like he was the man. Okay, he turned John Cena heel. There was never an explanation on what he did to coax John to turn heel besides John complaining about the fans treating him like shit. Okay, well, what did The Rock dangle in front of you to get you to do it? There was never any follow-up on that.
Yeah. What was the carrot?
That's
Yeah.
why it got old.
Was The Rock going to give you Cody's soul?
Yeah, exactly. So, questions
Yeah.
we'll never know because they'll never be
If
answered.
Dwayne won't answer them.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, so we talked about with that Raw there. What do you think? I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah. Did you see where Asuka spit at poor Rhea coming out to the crowd, hiding in the front row?
And whatever this batch of Poison Mist seemed to be really effective, more effective than the last Wiles batches. This one really seemed to have gotten in Rhea's craw, so to speak, and
She probably should have kept the mask on.
It's literally. I mean, I am totally going to spoil this for some of the people that don't think so, but it's literally food-dyed water.
I don't know about this one though. Maybe this one might have been something with an irritant in it, alcohol or
What was the one you told me the other day? Mouthwash?
possibly.
Can you technically put mouthwash in your eyes?
It would burn, and that's the effect you would want.
Well, yes, but
I mean, it won't blind you.
It won't
but
blind
they
you,
want
but it'll burn.
They want to see your eyes red and swollen up. And,
And that's how you would achieve
well,
it.
yeah, that is true, but
Either that or
you
some
are
sort
right.
of pepper juice.
I mean, there's a couple probably cool ways you could pull that effect off.
Because it obviously have to be something safe that you can.
Now,
have in
I
your
do
mouth.
think in the past they have been using dyed water because
Yes.
she's been dyeing people more than affecting them. But I do believe she switched the batch up on Raw there.
Well, that and being in her mouth, it's not like they can make it something chemical or obviously deadly because it's in her mouth.
Yeah.
And it probably has to stay there either the entire match or
She has a capsule.
off
I
camera.
think it's a capsule.
Well, that's how they did blood effects. The ref would hand you the blood
Because
capsule.
how would
but-
you be able to fight and have it in your mouth in a whole match and then
It's
at the
possible.
end?
It is possible, yeah.
I'd be spitting it out everywhere.
Well, old timers would have blood packets in their mouths the whole match.
You just hold it under your tongue, and then when the time comes, you.
Yeah.
I could see someone choking on it.
I mean, that's also a possibility too, but that's just
Yeah.
kind of what you gotta have to do.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So.
Or can we talk about the two big elf trolls, Naya and Lash Legend? I'm sorry, but those outfits made me want to vomit.
If Kyle was here, he'd have something to say too.
I'm normally not the biggest fan, but Lash Legend was looking a bit legendary in that outfit.
Well, yes, I will agree.
Naya was a bit smushed. I think she's been
It's because she can't.
she's
really-
been restricted after her I think wardrobe malfunction a couple weeks ago.
yeah.
She's been put
Well,
on a
also
probation.
that, and
Yeah.
she's a little too big to be wearing two-piece outfits, so that's why she has to do bodysuits. Like she's constantly in Saudi Arabia.
Well, they probably just don't. It's kind of like the Big Daddy V thing. They don't. They saw that and they're like, we don't want things kind of flying around.
I mean, no.
We're gonna pin them down.
Although I'd rather see that than Big Daddy V's fucking flappy man tits flying around.
And they were literally only secured in by a strap, just wide enough.
Yep. And when he would pin a guy, the guy's going.
It's usually underneath of this fold.
He did an
big
elbow
old
drop,
fold.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was the.
There was a time I remember Punk's face just being covered,
Completely
Ooh.
like suffocated.
and it was probably all sweaty and warm.
You know it was sweaty and moist.
Don't bring up that word to me.
So hot. hot and moist.
No, we're not listening to that word. That doesn't bother me.
It's the sound of moisture. It's-
But anyway, I wanted to bring this up earlier, but a couple of things. Today was Otis's birthday. Did you know that?
Happy birthday,
No, I didn't.
Otis.
Happy birthday,
I
Otis.
didn't notice also that his birthday, he's actually 34. He just turned 34, which means he was born a week after me. I can't believe I'm a week older than him. And then you're like a year or so older than him. So I didn't realize he was that young. I thought he was like at least like 37.
I'm
No,
gonna say like
it's more and
36.
more common where all these superstars are older than us, and we now have to realize that we wasted our lives. We could have been that too.
Or
Yeah.
going back and seeing wrestlers younger than me, and I'm not even 30 yet, ladies and gentlemen, and seeing them, how successful they are, getting thousands or possible millions of dollars, you know.
Well, if you're familiar with my TikTok and look at my comments, I get called Otis quite a few times. People refer to me as Otis just because of, I guess.
I used to say that too.
So I like to do the, oh yeah. But
And I am kind of
Oh
an
no,
Otis
ladies
fan.
and gentlemen, oh no.
He might eventually get his time.
maybe. I would
I
like,
don't see him as a world champion.
No, probably.
No,
I can
but
see him maybe with a singles belt, like the U.S. or Intercontinental, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes. And then also, as of yesterday, December 20th, Sting has retired the face paint.
Really?
Yeah, he did his last convention yesterday as in full makeup, and he is no longer applying the face paint. It's over. That era is gone.
Well, I imagine after decades of using it, it probably eventually wears on your face.
Yeah, it's just
That and you get tired of doing it, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
That too.
that's why
Takes hours.
That's why Kiss
Yeah,
finally
it
decided
does
to
take
hang it up.
hours.
But yeah, it's the end of an era with Sting. Iconic face paint. You don't do it anymore. So me and Kyle wanted to go to one of these conventions like a year or two ago because it's when he started it, and just to say, hey, I got a picture with Sting, but
Things don't work out.
no. So
No.
yeah, so Sting's been retired for like a year or so. So eventually he was going to quit doing the paint.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, but I want to move on to something that we had planned just for you, Ashley.
Oh boy.
You mentioned it earlier. You just recently got into the fandom for a few years, so your wrestling knowledge may not be as extensive as somebody like me or Mike here.
Or
so,
definitely the living dictionary, Kyle.
yes.
Yeah.
So what we decided to do is we're going to play this game, we didn't really come up with the best name, but this is what we're sticking with right now: Phony or Jabroni. So what I've got a list of wrestling gimmicks here that may
Okay.
or may not be all completely true or false.
Okay.
I'm going to go through each one, tell you the name of it, give you a brief description of the said gimmick, and you're going to tell me if you think it's real
Phony.
Or-
Jabroni. Was he a
or-
jabroni?
or fake or
Or was
phony.
he phony?
Yes.
So basically, say phony or jabroni.
You don't have to exactly say those words, but you can just say if you think it's fake or real or not.
Okay.
And these are going to be interesting. So I'm going to start off with this character was known as Curry Man. And his catchphrase was, "He's hot, he's spicy, he tastes great." And the outfit that Curry Man wore was a bright yellow and orange bodysuit with a mask with a literal curry pot on top of his head. And his biggest catchphrase was "Konnichiwa." So, was this real or fake? Phony or jabroni?
I'm gonna say phony.
Phony, huh? Well, no, actually, he was actually real.
Curry Man,
Really?
the real thing.
That was
Yeah.
a real thing.
Yep, Curry Man
That
was.
sounds totally fake.
He was in TNA. He was played by Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel. And that's how his theme song was
In a
started.
full bodysuit.
Konnichiwa.
I can. Yeah, that's.
And he had like a
odd.
wig under the mask, so people would be like, "Oh wait," that because they would throw him off because Chris Daniels is bald. So,
Yeah,
all right.
that definitely seems very unlikely, but all right.
Oh, yeah. So, all right, going on to number 2, Shark Boy. Real name, who's portrayed a half man, half shark superhero, the 24/7 Shark. Eventually, Shark Boy would get a head trauma and wake up from a coma thinking he was Stone Cold Steve Austin. So he would go around being Shark Boy 24/7, and his catchphrase was shell yeah, and that's the fishing line. And instead of drinking beer, he would drink clam juice. So, Shark Boy, was it real or fake, phony or jabroni?
That definitely sounds phony because the fact that he would literally wake up and be like, "Oh, I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin," that sounds way too funny.
Well, he was real.
What?
Shark Boy was real. No, they
Why?
never said Stone Cold by name because they couldn't, but they did everything they could to basically apply Stone
He wore a
Cold.
vest. He came out doing the Austin strut. He was actually tag team partners with Curry Man.
Oh, good lord.
He like, then that's the fishing line.
And oh, shell, yeah.
And he would drink clam juice.
And who portrayed him?
It was a guy by the name of Christopher Guy, I think.
He was always Shark Boy.
Yep. He got a little pudgy there towards the end, too, so he kind of like a beer belly, too.
Yeah, he did.
Well, I mean, sharks are kind of pudgy.
Okay, all right. Here's another one, number 3. The human oil slick Gus Grease. The gimmick. A wrestler who claims to be a disgruntled gas station attendant, he would come out to the ring partially covered in actual motor oil to make himself appear like he was dirty. This would thus get on the ring and cause some slickage for other wrestlers, and his finishing move was called the full tank. So, and he was product of the 1970s. So, Ashley, real or fake, phony or jabroni, the human oil slick Gus Grease?
I'm gonna say that's real.
It's actually fake. I made him up.
What the fuck?
That one's fake. You're 0 for 3 so far.
Showing me- Of course.
I love this game.
Of course you love this fucking game, asshole.
Okay. We're going to go on to the next one. Number 4, the Taxman, Bernie Wall Street. 1980s gimmick. Before IRS existed, he was sort of the prerequisite to IRS gimmick. Bernie wore a green eye-shade thing, kind of like you see it like one of those card counting tables. And he always carried a massive calculator. He would stop matches midway to inform his opponent that their winning bonus purse was subject to a 35% luxury tax. So, real or fake, phony or jabroni?
That's real.
That one's fake.
Fake me.
What the hell? Why are you so good at making shit up, man?
That's the point of this game. Because these gimmicks, these real gimmicks, are so unbelievable that you could totally mix them in with...
The ones that actually happened, and we always ask why.
All right, folks, she's 0-4. We're going to get one eventually. You're definitely not going to get shut out. I have faith that you're going to get one.
Yeah, okay, you
All
say
right.
that.
Number 5, the Renegade. In early 1995, Hulk Hogan began teasing an ultimate surprise that would help him in his war against the Dungeon of Doom in WCW. Intentionally misleading fans into believing the real Ultimate Warrior had signed with the company, he was showing a silhouette with long hair. At Uncensored 95, the man revealed was not the Ultimate Warrior, but Rick Wilson, wrestling as the Renegade. He mimicked every aspect of the Warrior's persona, sprinting to the ring, shaking the ropes violently, wearing neon face paint and arm tassels. So, the Renegade, Ashley, real or fake, phony or jabroni?
Please tell me that one is real.
Yes, he was real.
Ding, ding, ding,
Thank
ding, ding,
God.
ding, ding. She finally got one. The Renegade was real.
Because
Yep.
the fact that you mentioned Hulk Hogan and...
But I could have been bullshitting.
Well, yes, but...
He mentioned IRS in the last one. IRS is a real one.
Yep.
Well, no shit, but...
But yes, the Renegade was real. Didn't last very long, though, because the real Ultimate Warrior threatened to sue. And
Of
they
course.
dropped that gimmick real quick. All right, Ashley. Number 6, you're 1-4. All right. PJ Postal. He's a disgruntled former mailman who lost his job and in the 1990s is now earning a living trying to take out his aggression and frustration in the squared circle. He would come out in a disheveled mailman outfit. Real or fake? Phony or jabroni?
That's fake.
Yeah. he's
Ding,
right.
ding, ding, ding,
Yep,
ding.
PJ Postal.
Phony.
Phony, good job. Wow. See, you're getting the hang of this here.
I'm trying.
Number 7, Abe Knuckleball Schwartz. This gimmick was a direct parody of the 1994 Major League Baseball strike. Schwartz was presented as a disgruntled professional baseball player who turned to wrestling because he had nowhere else to play. Baseball season was over. He wore a full baseball uniform, and his entire face was painted to look like a baseball, complete with red stitch lines. Real or fake? Phony or jabroni?
That's real.
Yeah, he was real.
That's
Because
real.
I've seen bits and pieces of that one.
Yeah, there you go.
I've seen a couple of videos at work of stupid gimmicks, and that one was one of them.
Oh yeah. Kyle thought that might when we were talking about it. He thought, oh yeah, that'll throw her off. Just the face being.
Oh, now he'll probably be mad the fact that I got that
No,
one
he'll
right.
just think of more.
Yeah. All right, Ashley, number 8, the Dicks. This is a tag team. The Chippendale-style stripper team.
Oh, geez.
They wore bow ties, vests, and trunks, often coming to the ring covered in baby oil. The secret weapon, their most famous and ridiculous tactic, was spraying baby oil into their opponent's eyes and blinding them to steal a victory. They were portrayed as arrogant metrosexual heels who spent more time posing and dancing than actually fighting. Real or fake? Phony
or Jabroni.
The Dicks.
I'm gonna say fake, but I also want to add, it sounds like they've been to too many Diddy parties.
They might have, but they were real. The Dicks were real.
Really? Really?
Yep.
Being covered in baby oil.
Yep. And they came out in little bow ties, and they were very metrosexual.
So yes, they have been to too many Diddy parties.
They were the Diddy. They were doing Diddy stuff before Diddy was doing it publicly. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a wrestling gimmick from the late 1970s. Chief Tomahawk, a wrestler who refused to start the match until he performed a sacred dance to end the local droughts. He carried a small plastic watering can to the ring along with his tomahawk and sprinkled holy water on the front row. His finisher was called the smoke signal. Was Chief Tomahawk real or fake?
Phony or Jabroni.
I'm gonna say that's real.
Yeah, he's fake.
What?
Now, there was a Chief J Strongbow.
You were really throwing me off because you were coming up with really good names and descriptions.
That's the point. But yeah, so what are you now? Was she 2 and
2 and 5?
2? Well, we're at 9, so she's 2 and 7, right?
2 and 7?
Not bad.
I lost count.
At least it's not
Not
a show.
bad. What the
We figured you might not get any of these.
But it's
Well,
all
thanks for having confidence in your own life.
I said, when I say we, I mean collectively. I figured you might get at least a couple. And here we are.
I assumed that because he shows you some stuff, I assumed you would probably pick up on a couple. Which the Knuckleball Schwartz, you remember that?
Yeah. Well, because I get bored at work, I have to look up something.
Right. All right, number 10, Ashley. Kato Kamikaze, a wrestler who wears a headband with the kanji symbol for certain victory and a literal life jacket over his wrestling gear. He is introduced as a man who lives only to sink the American dream. His interest involved him running full speed to the ring post just to show how much pain he could endure. He refused to pin opponents. He simply tried to knock them out and then stand over them with a rigid, frightening, intensive salute. Kato Kamikaze, real or fake?
Phony or Jabroni.
I'm going to say that's real.
He's fake.
Fake as could be.
Yep.
2 and 8.
Hey, it's all good. I try my best to make them sound as real as possible.
He is doing a good job with his descriptions.
Hell, you should go and be a WWE writer.
I mean, give it
Come up with more creative shit than
I
they
did
do.
prank him once by offering him that job.
Oh God.
That was great, too.
Are you talking about the OVW call?
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah, I got my buddy Sean. I gave my buddy Sean a whole script to offer him a writing job based on his YouTube work.
I did like a video promo or something for a wrestling match or something.
You were doing video promos at the time. And yeah, we saw your work. We'd like to offer you a position.
For a brief second, I bit. I really thought, I was like, there's no way. And then I was like, oh my God.
I offered him a job. I told him we needed him to come to Stanford, and he literally told me he could not do it.
Well, I think initially it was like OVW, wasn't it?
No, I needed you to fly out to get an initial interview, and you told me no.
Didn't you have somebody call him on the phone?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
who it
but I
was.
gave him a whole script. I knew roughly what Aaron would say.
Yeah.
So that way, somebody that you probably didn't recognize.
Do not mess with me, ladies and gentlemen. I love to fuck
does.
back with you.
He does the same thing to me.
That was good, though. I always will remember that. Because for a brief second, I thought I was getting a wrestling job at like
Thought
18.
you were legit. Like, oh.
Yeah. All right, Ashley. Number 11, we have Mr. Generic, a wrestler who wears a plain white bodysuit with the words "insert name here" on his back. And he was a wrestler in the late 70s, early 80s. Mr. Generic.
Fake.
Yep, it's fake.
Phony. Haha.
There you go.
You-
Good job, Ashley. All right.
Yeah, that
Nope.
definitely sounded too fake.
Sometimes I wanted to make the descriptions short too, just so maybe could throw you off. All right, number 12, The Musketeer. The Musketeer portrayed a classic swashbuckling Frenchman. His presentation included wearing a traditional musketeer outfit, complete with wide-brimmed feathered hat, a leotard, and a cape. He frequently carried a foil, a fencing sword, to the ring. He played an arrogant heel, often antagonizing the rowdy ECW crowd, because this was an ECW gimmick, with his sophisticated persona. So, Ashley, in the world of ECW, was the Musketeer real or fake?
Phony or jabroni?
Oh, that is real.
Oh, damn, you're right. He's very late stage ECW, like on the last year, the dying year, he was a gimmick. Were you aware of the Musketeer?
I was not.
Oh,
I thought that one was going to be phony.
no, he was real.
See, that's why I'm not playing.
Which threw a lot of people off because ECW wasn't known for like totally outlandish gimmicks to that degree. That was more like a 95 new generation era gimmick.
Yes.
But he elicited heat, so with the ECW crowd, that made sense, I suppose.
Heat is good.
Yeah. All right, Ashley, number 13. Akeem the African Dream. Before becoming Akeem, he was known as the One Man Gang, who was a terrifying mohawked biker from Chicago. In September 1988, his manager Slick announced that the One Man Gang had discovered his roots. They did an infamous vignette where he performed a ritual in the streets and he was reborn as Akeem. His trademark leather was switched for a bright blue and yellow dashiki, and he did a lovable little jive in the ring and during all of his matches. So, Akeem the African Dream, was he real or fake?
Phony or jabroni?
That's real.
Yep, Akeem was real.
That was too descriptive to be
Well,
fake.
in all fairness, my kamikaze guy was pretty descriptive too.
Well, yes, but still, that one sounded way too descriptive.
Yep. He was actually created to sort of counter the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, yeah, I kind of figured that too.
And then he teamed with Big Boss Man, and they were the Twin Towers.
Oh, God.
Akeem, baby, I'm jimming and jabbing.
And when did you say that happened? Because
That was in the late 80s.
Oh, I was about to say, please don't tell me they did that Twin Towers after.
No.
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 Not even Vince would do that.
All right, so what are you now at?
14,
Four and
or-
nine? Four and
four
nine?
and-
No, she got the I think you're at 5 and 9, if I'm not mistaken. So we're on number 14. All right, we have Olga, the ruler of men. 1980s gimmick. She was an extremely muscular woman from the Soviet Union who only wrestled men. She was undefeated for 3 years before she was actually killed in a real-life hunting trip out in Moscow. So, Olga, the ruler of men, real or fake?
Phony or jabroni?
That's fake.
Yeah, you're right.
Ding,
Fake.
ding, ding.
Yeah. She was
At
fake.
first, I was kind of confused. I'm like, because you ended up saying she was killed in a hunting accident in Moscow. I was like, that sounds real, but also kind of fake.
I mean, it's plausible. I mean,
If you knew your geography, you would know Moscow's a city and not really any kind of...
yeah. I was hoping
Geography
that
for
would throw
hunting.
you off a little bit, which...
Well, I wasn't going to say because it was the city. I was going to say because it was kind of too cold and...
Well, bears live in Russia.
Wolves live in Russia.
Yeah.
There's all deer live there. There's all
Well,
kinds of
yeah, you're
animals.
We
right.
could go through
See?
Siberia and do some hunting trips.
And off topic, ladies and gentlemen, he does make fun of me all the time for my geography.
Lack of geography knowledge.
I was not a geography girl. I was more of an English.
I'm gonna make her go to Mr. Camacho's class and take
Oh,
2
God.
boards
There-
full of notes every day.
There you go.
That'll make you learn.
Oh, will it ever? That'll give you a carpal tunnel, too, is what it'll do.
I already deal with carpal tunnel.
All right. So we are 6.
6 and 10, I think.
That is a losing football season.
No, she's 6 and...
6 and 11.
We're at 14. She's got 6 right, so 6 and 8, I think.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
You're trending towards the 500 season, but let's
Yeah.
see.
All right, number 15, Thurman Sparky Plug. In late 1993, Thurman Sparky Plug was portrayed as a professional NASCAR driver who decided to try his hand at professional wrestling. He wore a racing-themed gear, often appearing in a fire suit and neon-colored wrestling tights that mimicked racing aesthetics. Thurman Sparky Plug, real or fake, phony or jabroni?
Jabroni.
That's real.
Yeah, yes he was. And do you know who he ended up being?
Bonus points if you can tell us who this person ended up being in his much more famous persona.
Well, before we tell you that, he was Thurman Sparky Plug, but then they changed his name to blank Spark Plug blank, and then he eventually became somebody. So, do you have a guess on who he eventually became?
I'm not going to be able to get it, but I'm probably going to feel kind of stupid because that name does sound familiar. Who was it?
Hardcore Holly.
Bob
Well, I don't know a whole lot about him, but yeah,
One of the meanest sumbitches that was ever in the ring.
Yep.
He was.
Well, at least it became a more popular thing than being.
Because they eventually they realized Thurman Plug was a dumb fucking name, and they switched it to Bob Sparkplug Holly.
Okay, yeah.
And then eventually he dropped it and just became Hardcore Holly.
Well, yeah.
Which, when they first made that character, Vince thought he was clever because they were trying to do a play off STP, but they got the letters mixed up, so they kind of fucked up. But, yeah, that was it. Number 16, the Gemini. A wrestler from the late 70s Louisiana territory who had a split multiple personality issue. Each personality would occasionally take over during random matches, including a deranged doctor or a headless stalker. The Gemini, real or fake, phony or jabroni?
That's fake.
Yeah, right.
Ding ding.
Oh, there you go. See, you're getting good at this. All right. This was controversial. Martha Polo, a 1990s female wrestler who loved melodrama. Her origin story involved a freak accident caused by a rival's hairspray and a ringside pyrotechnic accident. This would be replayed in grainy black and white slow motion footage every single week to ensure the audience felt maximum sympathy. She would walk to the ring with a sparkly rhinestone-encrusted cane that matched her neon spandex, so she was a blind wrestler. Martha Polo, real or fake?
Phony or jabroni?
That's fake.
Yeah, she's fake.
The second I pretty much got it, the second you said a blind wrestler. How the fuck do you have a blind wrestler?
Well, you also have wrestlers that don't have legs.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but that's more.
Well, there's blindfold matches, so technically, you know.
Well, yeah, but even still.
I mean, it could have been a crazy 90s indie fed that just wanted a gimmick.
Yeah.
I mean, she technically couldn't have been, she may not have been blind, but her character would have been. That'd have been like, holy crap, we got a blind wrestler. All right. So, all right, cool. You're doing good. Here's number 18, Glacier. A WCW aired vignette in the mid to late 90s ran Blood Runs Cold. He wore blue and silver frozen body armor with a futuristic helmet. A lot of inspiration from the Mortal Kombat character Sub-Zero. His eye, he had a single ice blue contact lens to make it look like he had ice powers and he was permanently frozen. Feuded with a lot of characters such as Wrath and Mortis. Glacier, was he real or fake?
Phony or jabroni?
That's real.
Yeah, he was real.
Good job.
Well, because you said like around Mortal Kombat time.
Mm-hmm.
That was Sub-Zero. That was pretty popular.
Well, that's what the character was based off of.
Yeah, it was pretty much as much of a copy.
Mortal Kombat wasn't that really popular at the time?
Yeah.
Yes, incredibly.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that gimmick did not last very long, unfortunately.
Well, no, but still.
Kind of hard to keep that up.
Yeah, and Mortis was portrayed by the future Canyon.
Indeed.
Chris Canyon. Shout out, R.I.P. Chris Canyon.
Huh.
Yep.
Dark Side of the Rings, Chris Canyon.
Yeah.
Those Dark Side of the Rings are good.
Yeah. All right, we got two more here for you, Ashley.
Okay.
Number 19, DJ Snooker. An independent wrestler in 2009 who was heavily inspired by Jersey Shore, the male version of Snooki. He fist bumped his way to a historical losing streak on the independent wrestling circuit that was covered by many wrestling outlets, including the Wrestling Observer with Dave Meltzer. So, DJ Snooker, was he real or fake?
Phony or jabroni?
I'm gonna say fake.
Yeah, he was fake.
Ding, 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 ding.
Now, there was a wrestler named Robbie E. who was very influenced by Jersey Shore
Oh God.
from TNA and who had a manager named Cookie.
Yep.
Yep. So, all right. Number 20.
Meanwhile, Snooki actually had a WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
Like the real Snooki?
The
Yeah.
real one. Yeah.
She teamed at WrestleMania with John Morrison and Trish Stratus to take on Dolph Ziggler and Lay Cool.
The fuck? I'm sorry, but Jersey Shore, that was a terrible show.
There was a period in when that show was at its peak where I was like off school for like a week and I just watched a marathon of that and I ended up loving it because how stupid it was. So I admit I was a mark for Jersey Shore at one point.
Just because of how stupid.
Yep. All right, Ashley, your last one here. Mantar. Debuting in 1995, Mantar was presented as a mythical minotaur come to life. The gimmick was designed to be as visually jarring as possible. He would walk to the ring wearing a massive taxidermy-styled bison head. Once the match began, he would remove his head, revealing face paint that looked like horns. True to the Beast persona, he didn't cut traditional promos. Instead, he would do mooing and snorting and bellowing at his opponent. Mantar, real or fake?
Phony or jabroni?
That's real.
Yeah, he was real.
Good job.
Because that one also sounds familiar.
Definitely did a pretty good comeback on this one
Yeah,
here.
you definitely hit the nail on the head on that one. You're definitely over the 500 mark. I think you definitely you're in the winning record on this
I
one.
want to say she's gotten 10.
No, I don't think I got the 10.
Let's see.
did I?
She got Mantor right, DJ Snooker right, Glacier right, Martha right, the Gemini right. We're at 5. She got Thurman right, 6. Olga 7. Akeem 8. The Musketeer. Did she get that one right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
9. Mr. Generic right, 10. Kato Kamikaze, I think she got wrong.
She got that one wrong.
So she's 10 and 1. Chief Tomahawk, she got that wrong, 10 and 2. The Dicks, she got wrong, 10 and 3. She got Knuckleball Schwartz right, so 11 and 3. PJ Postal, she got right, so 12 and 3. The Renegade, she got wrong, 12 and 4. Taxman, she got wrong, so that's 12 and 5. The Human Oil Slick, she got wrong, so 12 and 6. Shark Boy and Curryman, she got wrong, so 12 and 8. You finished with 12 and 8. So nice. That was round of applause. Good job.
Surprising, but all right.
You have won the first episode of Phony or Jabroni.
The first episode?
We might touch back on it.
We may make it a recurring segment.
For you, yeah. Because
How many, that's the thing, is how many crazy, ridiculous, stupid gimmicks can
There's
there
a
possibly
ton.
This is the wrestling universe. There are a lot.
we could probably devote a whole one to Jerry Lawler's Memphis wrestling.
And if we wanted to go back even earlier,
Oh yeah,
there's some interesting ones
there is
too.
an absolute,
yeah.
there is a ton. There's an absolute plethora of street
80s
gimmicks.
WWF, everyone had an occupation, and almost all of those gimmicks were.
Shit, we could have done Joey Ryan and then the Dick spot.
And he's like,
Sit on it. Sit on it.
Sit on
We'll
it.
bring it back. But yeah, there's a lot that we. Yeah, 12 and 8. Damn, that's what a good start to that. So we'll see if when we do it again, if you improve or you're getting good at it. Because I'll try to throw some curveballs to throw you up some more.
I'm about to say, you came up with some pretty good fake ones. I'll give
Yeah.
you that.
So yeah, but yeah, but in looking at this, some of the ones that you found that were real, like Curryman and Shark Boy, does that like kind of make you go, what the fuck?
Definitely, yeah.
Curryman was actually a crowd favorite.
Yeah, him and Shark Boy teamed up against the Dudley Boys at a TNA show, and they did a fish market street fight.
Yep.
What
They,
in
they
the
fought with
holy-
dead fish.
Why in the fuck? It just sounds so unlikely. It seems too stupid. I mean, yeah, they made stupid gimmicks.
You can talk with the writing staff who come up with these ideas.
Yeah.
That's why I said he should be a part of the writing staff. He comes up with fake gimmicks.
Oh boy. But yeah, so good job. We'll definitely revisit that in the future. But go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was clearing my throat.
Oh, okay. So in closing, does anybody have any final things they want to bring up? Something they want to touch on that maybe happened in wrestling this week? Any final thoughts before we wrap up today? I mean, we didn't really touch. We touched upon Drew and Cody having a 3 stages of hell match, right?
No, we touched on Drew and Cody, but we never touched the match.
Yeah, that's their next big match. They did a contract signing segment where Cody invaded Drew's Florida home. That was kind of entertaining.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that on SmackDown.
Cody
that
was like going really nuts.
Yes. That was crazy.
Yeah, so that's their big blow-off match, it would seem. A 3 Stages of Hell. I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yeah, I know, since the Bischoff era.
Yeah. Basically 2 out of 3 falls. But each
Match has its own stipulation.
Okay.
It's not like a straight up.
So, for example, say the first match is a normal match. Then the second match is the last man standing match. And if there needs to be a third match, it's a Hell in a Cell.
Or a cage, or a first blood, or whatever they want to do. So,
Interesting.
and they always want to emphasize the third fall if necessary, which you always,
You know it's coming.
unless they throw a big curveball and they ended it too.
Just smash.
Yeah. Cody just beats him twice.
Yeah, it'll probably happen.
Adrenaline was in his soul that night.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. Well, if nobody's got anything else to say, we could probably close it up here. But thanks again, guys, for watching the Rated R Wrestling Podcast. Stay tuned. Christmas Day, we did mention earlier, our Christmas special will be on. And
It's really fucking good.
yeah, a lot of good laughs and stuff. Kyle was pretty entertaining in that one. You get a lot of burps in that one, too. So,
For people liking his burps.
The segment we did in that one was really good.
Yeah. We did a naughty and nice list for WWE wrestlers for Santa. So
Yes.
What?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, check it out. It's a really good episode.
Yeah, nice little discussion there. So you'll probably like that with some of our takes on who was naughty and who was nice. But we only did it for WWE. So if you're looking for like anybody else outside of that,
Or if you really want an AEW list or something, add us.
yeah,
We are begging for your all's input.
absolutely,
Also, you literally just strictly did WWE.
pretty much.
Yes.
Okay.
We basically had like a list, and we.
But
went
again,
through.
if it's something the public demands, we will do other ones.
That's true.
Yep. So, like I said, check that out. That'll be airing Thursday at midnight for Christmas, and it'll be up on our YouTube channel. So give it a shout out. And alrighty. So as for us here at Rated R Wrestling Podcast, this has been episode 11. I'm Aaron, aka Stud Muffin Supreme.
I'm Michael the Motherfucker,
And I'm Ashley, Michael's wife.
and this has been the Rated R Wrestling Podcast.
See you guys next time.
Salutations.